Hello YouTube, finally bring another update. Let's go inside. So you can immediately see a lot of has changed. I divided all my Venus flytraps. They're looking great, except for those two ones. They're shit. A lot of them are already making flowers, like you can see. I divided all my Sarracenia. Now I really have tons of them, but some will not survive because they do not have plenty of roots. They have like one root. I think they're not going to make it. Whatever. Just two of them. Who cares? Here I have some Biblis. I'm trying to germinate. We'll see how that turns out. You have two big pots for Drosophilum seeds. No germination yet, but I'm sure that will come. You can see the soil is really dry, but I water it daily. I hope that's enough for germination. Lots of Sarracenia are making flowers, like you can see. Flowers putting up huge pictures. All Pinguicula are dormant at the moment. You can see that the soil is as dry as a desert. And those two I got yesterday in some gardening center. We'll see how they do. I don't really care. Here are my Venus flytraps I grew from seeds. And also a lot of Cape Sundews. They're doing pretty fine. Those are Venus flytraps. Where there's some Cape Sundew, Venus flytrap, flytrap, and lots of capes. All grown from seed. Some Mimosa pudica, but they died back all the way because I put them too early in my greenhouse and there was still some frost, so yeah, that didn't work out. Whatever. Here is my little germination chamber. I have Intermedia, Pinnata, Capensis, Regia, Cephalodus, Dosa peltata, Brahmani, Filiformis. Can't really read this one. Doesn't matter. Lots of seeds. Hope I'll get some germination soon. Here we have some sphagnum moss with some Pinguicula pullings. A buddy of me told me I should take leaf cuttings now, because when they're in dormant state they're really easy to germinate through leaf pullings. See how that works out. At this site we have my Regia, very big pot for summertime, making sure it has lots of space. If you can see, it's putting up very large leaves, but not so much leaves, but yeah, it'll be fine. So here are my little gems, my Cephalodi. This mother plant I divided. Those two of them, they're doing great. Here is a bunch of seedlings. And one has put up a mature picture. It's pretty cool. A cutting that worked out. Another mature plant. Another mature plant. This one looks really cool, I think. Over here we have Cephalodus pullings. Same here, same here. They're doing all great. My Binata putting up plenty of leaves at the moment. Also divided leaves or whatever they call them. It's pretty cool. This one is no extrema form, it's the pure form. And yeah, sorry about that, I had to pause the video. So this is a binata, it's no extrema form, but it's an ex-ritual plant. It actually comes out of nature and looks really great. It's making nice red traps, as you'd call them. Very dewy. This is my batch of sundews. I have a bunch of scorpioides, they're coming out of dormancy. These plants have been growing in Belgium for about 5-7 years, so they actually acclimatized to our winter times. That's pretty cool. These are gemmi of the mother plants. Here we have another batch full of gemmi. They're all doing great. Here I have a capensis, an Adelaide that's coming out of dormancy as well. Also, it's a Belgium acclimatized plant, if you know what I mean. Here we have some capillaris coming out of dormancy, some Madagascariensis that's returning from its roots after a period of not doing so well. Here is my filiformis coming out of dormancy. It's actually pretty cool how they come out of dormancy. At first they make little bits of dew, and then the dew starts to get larger and more numerous until they finally put up their real traps. This is a capensive stem forming clone with some smaller capensis by the sides. This is a Utricularia livida that I just potted here. See how that does. This is a cool pot. It has two big plants of Darlingtonia. Haven't shown any signs of growth yet, but I'm sure that will come. There's some leaf pullings from the new Pinguicula and lots of capensis. There is one over there, I'm not sure if you can see it, and some scorpioides. Yes, over here and here. Hope the Darlingtonia will start to grow soon. I put them in a big white pot so their roots won't get overheated. That's a train. Wait for that to pass by. Here I have some orchids. They're showing signs of symptoms of too much light. A little bit of a light shock, but they'll be fine. Have to acclimatize for a little while. My Raja died. I put them back in my greenhouse too soon. Just like this plant, it looks shit. It's an Ampullaria red, but maybe it'll return from its roots or might even continue growing, I don't know. Don't really care. It was very cheap. Here, I think, what's it called? No idea. This was an old trap. Really no idea. It's a lowland type. Here are my favorite plants, my Helianthera. I divided those two. I have two big heterodoxas, really great. I have two clumps of minor, they're doing great as well. That's a Tatei. The old pictures are dying back, but it's a new one coming, so it's no problem. We have capillaris in it and the capensis. Don't really care about those We'll see how that turns out. This is my Newtons. Like you can see, it has really dark red pictures, just as in nature. It's really good. This is my big Ionazi. You won't get plants this big on the internet, believe me. Got them from a buddy in Belgium, Tati as well. And they're really great, and they're all ex vitro plants. That's so cool about them. They all come out of nature. That's so nice. Have a new little growing rack, or rack for stuff, I don't know. Some Tillandii all over my greenhouse, actually, over there too. We have an orchid just growing in no soil, and it's doing pretty fine, except for a light shock as well, but they'll come through. For here we have some Nepenthes. They look shit now because of the winter, but they'll return, I hope. Not sure about this one, but pretty sure about that one. And that one's doing actually pretty fine. See how that turns out. But I don't really care about Nepenthes anymore, so yeah. That's pretty much it. Lots of stuff has changed. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll make an update soon when my new plants arrive. See ya. I'm out.